Welcome into the EMAW Online 2-minute drill. I'm Mason Voth. That's Alec from EMAW Online with Rivals. As the Wildcats get a big 31-3 win tonight, Will Howard had to come in, play the role of Mariano Rivera yet again. Either that or Adrian Martinez played the role of Ryan Stanek, and he was the opener like he had been in a few games. Will Howard was able to exercise the demons he had from the 2020 game against the Bears. We'll just start there with the quarterback conversation again. What did you think of Will Howard, and what's the move going to Morgantown next week?
Yeah, so Will Howard comes in, obviously throws 2 touchdowns to Ben Sinnott. The second one was an incredible throw. I thought the first one was maybe even a little bit better, threading the needle through a couple of defenders, and then his third touchdown passes in the first half. That was his second touchdown pass overall, I should say, and it's on a wheel route to Deuce Vaughn. And really, I just think he continues to play with a lot of conviction. He plays fast. He doesn't seem to think too much. He gets through his reads really, really well. And those are all things that Adrian Martinez does well too, but for whatever reason, the offense seems to move a little bit better in the passing game with Will Howard. And I think in general, the offense has moved better in the passing game in the last couple of weeks. And to be honest with you, Mason, I think Coach Kleiman may have answered our question about who the starting quarterback is, or QB1 is maybe a better way to say it moving forward, because he said after the game that he thought Adrian Martinez was healthy enough to go back in. Maybe not 100%, but thought he was healthy enough to go back in. And they stuck with Will Howard. So maybe that answers our question about who the starting quarterback is going to be next week when the Cats go to Morgantown.
I would agree with that. Another note on the offense tonight, Ben Sinnott was incredible. He had 2 touchdown catches, and he said afterwards that his parents drove 14 hours to be at tonight's game. He got to catch his first 2 touchdowns of his career. He was big. He looks like the real deal. What is it that has made Ben Sinnott so good this year?
Yeah, I think his route running has been really good, and everyone seems to talk a lot about his athleticism. We saw a little bit of that on display last week when he tried to hurdle that Texas defender. He kind of did it a little successfully tonight. He kind of mosses someone in the front corner of the end zone on that second touchdown catch. Really, he just seems to play just quick. Things seem to just kind of come to him a little bit is a way that I would describe it. So, yeah, he seems to kind of be playing with more confidence and playing within the flow of the offense. And when you do that, plays seem to come to you.
Yep. A couple things about the defense before we go away. They were great again tonight. This was, if you don't count the garbage time touchdown that Elijah Drinkwitz took 1,000 timeouts to try and score at the end of the Missouri game, that is 5 opponents that the Wildcats have held without a touchdown this season. 3 of them in Big 12 play. And then some of the negative side effects. Kobe Savage gets hurt in the game. Chris Kleiman said afterwards it did not look very good. So I don't expect to see Kobe Savage for a while. Maybe even the rest of the year. We'll see how that all plays out. He did seem optimistic about Josh Hayes and Echo Boydo, though. Said didn't seem like it was anything serious. Didn't have any real updates, though. So we'll look out for those as he speaks to the media on Tuesday ahead of the trip to Morgantown, where the Wildcats theoretically could have a chance to clinch a spot in the Big 12 championship game. They would need TCU to beat Baylor and Kansas to beat Texas, and then K-State would need to beat West Virginia. But there is a chance that the Wildcats could punch their ticket to Arlington next week in Morgantown. That'll do it for Alec and I from McLean Stadium. The Cats win it 31-3. Thanks for watching on EMAW Online.